What's up? I'm Lonegevity with Bringing Down the Band, and I am here with a new series called Let the Tape Pop, where we just kind of show and share with you a handful of projects and music that you may want to check out. Let's get into it. Starting out, I'm going to share with you some full-length projects, and we're going to get into some instrumental stuff, and then maybe a handful of singles and other stuff you may want to check out. Right off the top, stuff that just came out. Tom Misch and Yusuf Days just dropped a project called, let me look. It's called What Kind of Music? I've given it a couple runs. It's really good, man. It's really smooth. Got to join with Freddie Gibbs on there. If you like the jazzy multi-instrumentalist mixed with like singing kind of vibrous type sounds, you're gonna like this one. I was a big fan of that. There are a handful of other projects that just dropped on April 24th. Those ones would be Skyzoo and Dumbo Station, The Bluest Note. It's dope. Quelle Chris and Chris Keys dropped Innocent Country 2. If you follow Quelle Chris, you know he likes to create some thematic themed type projects. This one is up that ways as well. I haven't given a full run, but what I've heard I've liked. Logi and Swarvy have returned with Do Rent Blends. They dropped a project together in 2017 called Do Rent. This is a remix project to that one. So, but I have listened to this one. It is very smooth. Definitely like it. Khan and Flo Fills dropped Lost in Translation. Flo Fills is a producer that I've been following for a while. He does instrumental projects, kind of lo-fi-esque a little bit, not necessarily, but he's got some really good work, so definitely check that one out. Kadim dropped. I wasn't familiar with Kadim, but I found his project called Passing Exchange. Listen to that. It's only 4 or 5 tracks. Definitely a dope project, kind of minimalist production with some samples, but it's just a very solid. He's a dope MC. On the instrumental tip, I believe it's pronounced Ouska, O-U-S-K-A, dropped an instrumental project called Wishes. Very chill if you want to kind of just listen to something and vibe out. It's definitely something that I suggest checking. Vic Spencer came back on 420, dropped a project called No Sean Skimps. It's a solid themed project with Vic and forget his green thumb character that he always brings up in a lot of his stuff. Fortes, producer, dropped The Great Indoors. It's a themed instrumental project. Again, another chilled out type of project if you're kind of into that type of thing. AM Early Morning and Johnny Guns dropped Animal. Just some raw hip hop stuff. I believe they're based out of Chicago. I could be wrong, but I know Il Brown produced a track on there, so shouts to Il Brown. Sleep Sinatra and Stick Figure dropped the Kansas-Nebraska Act. If you're familiar with Stick, he's from Kansas, or Topeka. Did some work with the Mellow Music Group and so forth. So he also had some stuff back in the day, I believe, with D. Will, who has changed his name to Conductor Williams. And you may know Conductor Williams because he produced Eurostep on West Side Gun's new album. So Clefto dropped a project called Leftovers. It's an instrumental album. Vibey. It's chill. Definitely dig it. Back to the hip-hop side of things, the Doppelgangers dropped G-Pack Volume 2. They just make some raw hip-hop stuff with dope beats. If you're a Tanya Morgan fan, they have returned for a 4 or 5 track project called Be Right Back. So Don Will and Von P trading bars over some production. Aru-2 dropped a instrumental tape / kind of remix project called Bootleg Flowers. It's kind of reminiscent of kind of the stuff that you would hear from like Knowledge, where it's like instrumental stuff and like an acapella kind of blended in and out. So it's actually, I really like his Bootleg Flowers joints. It's actually really dope. To go sidebar, if you weren't familiar, TDE has been dropping singles all week. Top Dog has been letting singles go, in celebration of his birthday, Fan Appreciation Week. So Ab-Soul dropped a song, Reason, Isaiah Rashad for the first time in a long time, and a couple others. So go check that out. Last but not least, the Jamo Gang, man. Jamo Gang, which is Raz Kaz, J57 and El Gant, they dropped a single that was produced by DJ Premier featuring Slug of Atmosphere, and it's called The First Time. They're dropping an album on May 8th, I believe. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, so that's pretty much all that I'm going to throw at you right now. I'll be back in about a week sharing some other music that you might want to check out. A lot of this music you can find on our channel. If not, you can check the comments, or excuse me, the description, and you'll be able to get the direct links to be able to find all this music. And, you know, this is just me sharing what I think you guys might like. If you don't like it, cool, move on. This isn't a review. You know, I'm not trying to review music. But check these projects out. Share what you like the most, and we'll catch you next time. Until the tape pops.